Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steve Ball. I'm with Restoring Families Internet Radio and Custody Wars, and I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So I'll wait here for a minute. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I put out a video on Thursday evening, mid-afternoon, late afternoon, Thursday. I said, look, we've got a father over here. He needs some help. This is the situation. And I finally have word back on that situation, so I'm going to share it right now. The word around the campfire is, and believe me, I have it on very good authority, we did a good thing. All of the donations that we received, and we received some donations internationally as well, and I thought that was really amazing. I've never done that before, and I appreciate the opportunity to have taken those donations on an international level. That was really cool. We received information, and the visit went well. Everything went incredibly good, and there was fun to be had. All kinds of good stuff going on. We need to continue with those kinds of things. But I've got to say thank you to every single one of you who heard the call, who came to the rescue. The cavalry came to the rescue on Thursday. And you know what? A father was united with his son for the weekend. And you guys made it happen. And I am so thankful that you guys came through and made that completely possible for this family. Granted, it was short notice. I had one freaking day to put that out there. I didn't even have one freaking day. I had like 4 hours, 3 hours to make all that happen. And you guys did. And that was absolutely amazing. So again, I am thankful that you guys heard the call and sent me those funds. And we were able to forward those funds to his family, or to this family that was in need, and they made a go of it, and they had a great visit this last weekend. It was great, and so, like all things, probably expect to be called on again. And that's really good. But if there's any questions or anything, maybe I can help out. Watch me spill all over the place. Oh, somebody asks what I'm sipping on. Ah, yes. Good old-fashioned 100% apple juice. Right there. Good, clean, healthy apple juice, guys. Love you all. Anyway, so got another situation. I got two other situations that we're going to talk about. I thought it was a beer. That's what I figured everybody would think. But you're all right, man. I might do something later. I doubt it. I got the kids' school tour tomorrow, so I definitely don't want to be dragging balls at the kids' school tomorrow. That's bad. But anyways, so we got two more situations I'm going to bring to everybody's attention in the very near future. One of those situations is pretty dire. Get to class, brother. Get to class. Learn something, too. And then come back and tell us what you learned. So here's the situation. Moving forward, I want a way, if at all possible, I want a way to start like a PayPal share kind of thing. So there's already some amount of funding in like some account somewhere. I need one of you guys to tell me how to do this. So when these situations come up, there's already like a donation account or something that we can dip into a little bit and say, well, here's $50, and then maybe have you sell a T-shirt or two or something like that. Some idea that when we have to go to the movement, Oh yeah, I'm so guilty of drinking out of jars. I've been doing it my whole. It's yeah. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I need you guys to tell me how to do this, because situations like this one we had this last weekend, and then I know future things are happening. So if there's a way that we can pull together like an account, right? And Jeff, this is just apple juice, man. I'm just drinking apple juice, guys. Apple juice. You know, I'm not as big as of a lush as maybe some of you think I am. It's just apple juice, like straight up. I'd give this to my kid. So an idea here, you know, that people can pull from. You know, they can call me up. Hey, you know, here's my situation, and I hate to say it, but I could prioritize the needs a little bit. Obviously, you know, the higher the priority need, the more, you know, I would look at that priority versus another priority. Of course, everybody's need is a priority, but you got to kind of fall in line a little bit, you know. If you're worried about getting your power turned off, maybe we can donate $20-$30 to your situation. Of course, it would start off very small, and there would have to be 100% transparency and accountability, and that seems to be an issue for some. Well, let me explain something to all of you about me. There would be zero issue with transparency when it comes to me. I would figure out a way to let everybody see that account. Maybe not everybody could have access to it, but I would figure out a way to let every single person see that account somehow. Whether it be a printout from the bank every week, right there, this is what's in there, this is what's coming in. You know, there'd be a way to do it. So we can have, I say movement wide, but this way we can actually have our own coffer and have our own financial structure building. It was really terrible, and this has happened more than once. It's really terrible when we've got people in this movement, and I hate to say it like this, but some of them wait to the last minute, or they don't know the totality of their situation until it's actually upon them and it's destroying them, you know. And some of these people, they basically need a loan. They could pay it back in a week, but if we could just get that loan in, like that $50 or $100 to keep their power going, they would pay it right back to the movement. You know, those are ideas. Or we could work it this way. We could say, okay, well, if you want $150, why don't we donate you that in t-shirts, and then you can sell those t-shirts in your local area. Yes, I know it would be treading some very rough. Well, I get it. Man, I know. And there's probably going to be loss, admittedly. Allison Hooley says, it's pitch black out here. Nice. Are you talking about, is my feed? Can you not see my feed? Radio check. Radio check. Allison, are you with us? Anyways, so, you know, I'd be interested if you guys could PM me some of your ideas. I know, Brian, dude, I am so with you, but something's got to be done, man. Something's got to be done. I'm interested in hearing ideas. I mean, and if it can't happen, it can't happen. But I'm interested in hearing your ideas. I really am. I want to hear how we can establish the movement's coffers, if you will. So there is an actual real resource to go to. Let's say I get a call from a dad who says, hey, I live in McFucked, Wyoming, and I got no food in the house, and, you know, I've been to the food bank. Matter of fact, I can take you with the camera to the food bank and show you there's no food in the food bank. I'm interested in hearing that. And then maybe we can get together as a fund and say, well, here's, you know, maybe a gift card for a Walmart or for a Winco or whatever, take that gift card and we could put money on that gift card. That way we could also see what's going on in that account. We're not going to send you exactly money, although we've done that in the past, and so far sounds like a pass the hat thing, which in full support of. I don't understand what you mean, Jeff. I'm sorry. But ultimately, custody wars and restoring families, you know what? I think I want to take this thing to a higher notation. I'm not looking at. Yeah. Oh, that's a swell idea there, Brian Klein. That is a swell idea. We could do if we actually got together and created a true organization, whether it be a nonprofit or an LLC, it doesn't matter. We might be able to actually work with the churches and different locations too, and reserve aid for some of these families that are going through, and I mean total hell. But that's slightly off from where I wanted to go. My report to all of you is this. The visit that many of you reached into your hearts and reached into your wallets and donated to this last Thursday was a positive visit throughout the weekend. It was a great visit. Father and son had an amazing time, and it's all because of you guys. And you guys need to pat yourselves on the back. Let's call this a win. I know we don't get to say we have many wins in this movement, but ladies and gentlemen, we did have a win. And that win, even though it's very small, it was good. Mr. Hansen comes in and he says, my union, where somebody has a shortcoming, they came into the meetings basically say, here's what's going on in my life. Can my brothers and sisters help out? Absolutely. We need to form something like that here within the family law reform movement. Many of you guys know the situation that I was in with my child, and I'll tell you what, at that time in history there was no help. There wasn't even this network that we're drawing from right now. But now we have kind of we have something solid here, and this is a good thing, and we can keep this thing moving in a forward direction. I guarantee it. There's going to be more calls for aid, there's going to be more calls for help, and we have to answer those calls the best that we can. And we're not trying to break you guys, because every one of us out here is broken. I know that. But we do got to try. We have to try to overcome the system. We band together. We do that by banding together, holding hands, arm in arm. And we march. We march forward, whether it be a physical march or a march in our heart. And let me tell you what, there's a lot of shit talking about being a keyboard warrior. Well, for some of you keyboard warriors out there that are doing your jobs and researching and looking things up and finding dead laws and, just ripping into this, you guys are doing amazing. You guys are bringing awareness to the cause just the same. In some ways, you guys are doing more than the guys that are out there marching. So, 50, it's 5 in one hand or 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. One supplies the other. These guys that are going out and digging up this information, that are really savvy on Google, that know what the fuck they're doing in the internet world, they're bringing the information to those that know what the fuck they're doing in the rally world. I like the term rally over protest. Protest just seems negative to me. I'm going to go out and do a protest. No, I like rally. Rally means we get together, we rally the troops, we bring it together, we amass our strength, for the lack of a better term. And that's what I like about what was done with Cash Jackson. That's what I like what's being done down there with the symposium. That's what I like what's going to happen here at the Million Parent March and other events. Man, we've got some great things going on all the way up to 2018 right now, so, seriously, just stick with us. Again, I want to go back and touch on Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys made a child's weekend. You guys made a child's weekend. You guys owe yourselves a round of applause, like I said. But 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. That's what I said. I corrected myself. I did that. But yeah, so give me if somebody could give me a list of churches that would be maybe willing to work with us and as a movement and say, okay, we realize that family court has a problem, and we will donate what we can indiscriminately to both mothers and fathers that are being hedged by this fucking system. I would be very interested in having that dialogue myself. I would be willing to go there. You betcha. That being said, hang on here. Start a GoFundMe. Steve Ball Helps Family. I actually have something like that already. I actually do. It just didn't get any traction at all. I haven't touched it in a long time. It's probably dead now. I'd have to go back and look at it, but hang on here. But yeah, you guys did amazing. And let's keep up the good work. I know that there's some turmoil within the, if you will, facets of the movement, but let's just keep this thing moving forward in a positive direction, one foot in front of the other. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, we are making a change. Somebody just called me up tonight. I'm not going to say who, but I listened to what they had to say. And the truth of the matter is that the family law reform ideology is, hey, what up, James? The family law reform ideology is starting to hit critical mass. That's 20% of the population is aware of what the fuck is going on here. And that means that we just need to drive it home, because critical mass can't be stopped. Once something hits critical mass, it can't be stopped. And ladies and gentlemen, we're there. We're right close to there. We might be at about 12 to 15%. But once we hit 20%, it's a downhill slide. Look at what's going on with marijuana. Okay, marijuana's illegal, period. That's 1999. Okay, by the time 2010, 2009 rolls around, we got legal in 3 states, and now I think we're legal in 8 states. So don't tell me that change can't happen. We're looking at, with the family law, we've got a couple states that have reinvented parental equality, and that's good. And I'm looking at a few more now. A few states have these laws on the books, but they're doing nothing with it. We need to force the hands of the courts to start giving us what our true due process is. And that means that if you're being taken from your children, you're not going to deal with that in a civil court. You're going to deal with that in a criminal court, and you're going to be found guilty of a crime. And once we get our courts to start establishing that rhetoric, which has already been established by most of our states' constitutions, we will be far, far better off. And I guarantee all of you, for some of you that are paying attention to your state's coffers, your state will save shitloads of money. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Again, I thank you for all your donations. Yes, it went to a positive cause. And if anybody, and I don't give a shit who you are, if you want to challenge me on how much money I took in and where it all went, I'm all yours, baby. I'm not afraid to be transparent. I don't give a damn. I will put it out there. With the exception, I will take the names of the donors, and I will block out the names of the donors. And you can match that up with the amount of money that got sent on receipt. So that being said, anybody who's going to come out there and naysay me, you got another thing coming. All right. Again, thank you for joining me, Steve Ball with Custody Wars and Restoring Families Internet Radio. Thursday, Restoring Families Internet Radio, open lines night. Call up, tell us what's going on. Tell us what you got going on. Let's hear from you guys. The voice of the voiceless right here. Peace out.